Accusations of sexual misconduct, you know this, has been dominating the news for, what, weeks now?
Yeah, and that can make it really difficult for parents to shelter their kids from the racy details.
I think it's been going on for a long time. So although it's uncomfortable, I think it's important that people are speaking up. I think that's a really good, important first step.
It certainly is, and experts agree with that father of two, by the way.
Yeah, a lot of them, including our parenting lifestyle contributor, Jill Simonian. She's here to talk about how parents can really start the conversation about this whole sexual harassment thing.
And that's the key, is we cannot be afraid to start this conversation, because this story is, I'm calling this the parenting story that never ever ends. A recent survey by the American Association of University Women found that nearly half of middle and high school students, girls and boys, experience some kind of sexual harassment from peers. And another study says that more than 1 in 10 girls experience street harassment, like catcalls, by age 11. So young. But what age to start talking to kids about this? Some experts say as early as 5 years old, guys. Yes.
They can understand it.
Kindergarten, because that's when they're in school, right? It's important to have age-appropriate conversations, of course, about having authority and control over your body. And here's the key, not having control over anyone else's body. That's what the kids have to learn first and foremost. Now, for young kids, the catchphrase, quote, "I'm the boss of my body," is really popular. Another catchphrase that a local expert, Patty Fitzgerald, also talks about here in town is, "My private parts are private." For teens, parents are getting more and more comfortable using each new news story as talking points for us about how some people want to take advantage for power purposes in the workplace and on campuses. And I like to say we need to use this news to open the conversation and keep checking in, because it's not a one-time conversation at all.
No, it's not. That's a difficult subject to approach.
Yeah, and there's a lot of shame involved in this too.
Yeah, and true.
We have to remember how to get past the shame, to not be afraid to open it up, because if kids see that we're not afraid to open it up, then they're not going to be afraid to open it up. They're going to have the confidence to address it head on and to keep talking about behavior and boundaries between peers. I like to say to my kids, whatever happens, as long as you always tell me whether you did it or whether you experienced it, you'll never be in trouble.
Without a doubt.
Yeah,
you have to keep that line open.
Yeah.
You know, there's also the issue, it could be argued that if parents maybe had done their jobs years ago with boys about teaching them boundaries, we wouldn't have as many issues as we're having today.
Very true.
So there's a lot of proactive parenting here as well.
Proactive parenting with girls, but yes, especially boys too.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Jill, thanks very much.
Thank you.